review, I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
We've got moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Minutes are approved. Item number 1 under old business is facelift storefront improvement program, the council recommendations. And as Liz is coming up, I wanted to call on Council President Tyner to kind of give us an update or kind of give us a little history, Kip, of what has happened, the process that we're in today, and kind of where we are on trying to make a decision.
Well, we did what we said we were gonna do, then, thank you, Matthew. Community Development Committee, which chaired by, Councilor Lanier, we decided at that time for all the council to, review all the applications and each submit a top 10. I know in my case, I had one tie, so I had 2 10s, so I had 11, I believe. But anyway, and so then they were asked to, I don't even know which, I have no idea which one that made it, at the recommendations, but all the council had, 10, and then it turned into Liz and Brendan, and then we asked for there was a lot of overlap, and so we asked for a compilation, for her to present a compilation of all 7 of ours top 10 today. And so, so that's what we said we were gonna do, and that's what we did.
Thank you so much, Council.
Yes.
Thank you, Kip.
Good afternoon.
afternoon.
So you should have 2 sheets in front of you. You've got the full list of qualified applications that has the 34, and then with the withdrawn number 22 on there. And then the second sheet is a reduced list, and those are the recommendations. And so
I
that
don't have the reduced
Where's
list.
the reduced list?
is slightly reduced.
This
So
right
there's-
there.
That it?
So one has a red line through it, and one of them does not.
We got the one with the red line.
There's the other one that had the red line, John, right there. What is that?
Oh, I've got the one with the red line. Is there another?
That's it right
Yeah,
there.
Mr. Fields didn't pass the rest of them. And then the red line.
The red line.
Yeah, throw me one.
There you go. Okay.
I need the one without the red line, John.
Okay, now I got it.
Thank you.
So the reduced list that has the compiled recommendations, they are still listed in the order in which the application was submitted. If that makes sense. So, and now, the total amount on there is still over the 300,000. So council does still need to make decisions to get us back to the 300,000 that's allocated for the program.
There's 300 and something.
300,000 is the total allocated for
Was
facelift.
the
So
total.
you've got 478,000 at the bottom, and this is what
That is
the
all
ones
of the,
compiled add up to?
these are all the recommended, with all of your recommendations compiled into one.
Well, how
So
did we
was there-
arrive at recommended over the 300,000 that was available?
Yeah, that's what I thought. We were just the ones that,
Overall list,
Came to
the initial
300.
list was over 605,000.
right.
So y'all have reduced it.
That part
Mr.
of
Mo- Mr. Mobley, there are no staff recommendations.
That's right.
This is.
I thought we were voting.
So the 478 is the total number of apps that were collected. And at the last meeting, Mr. Tyner recommended and Mr. Lanier,
That we each put 10, our top 10 down,
and that's.
and
what
then I thought those were being collated,
Yeah.
and the 10 that, or the ones that added up to 300,000 that had the most votes were the ones that we were gonna be presenting with.
Yeah, that's what I
Is
thought
that your
too.
recommendation?
I thought we compiled all of them and then we come up with a list.
That's what I thought.
So the ones with the most votes per, I
Yeah,
need,
that's,
I need to hear from you guys
Yeah,
what your
well-
recommendation is on how we reduce this list.
Well, what was said was that after each of us would turn in our top 10,
right.
and then whoever had the most votes would be the ones that up to the 300,000
Okay,
would be selected.
That's what I was thinking.
So we don't have that today?
I do.
Okay,
I don't
good.
even have-
Okay.
Whichever way y'all wanted to parse it, we are prepared for that. So,
But Liz, the 478
Oh, yeah, I do.
is the total of what, the 10 recommended? Or
so
is it,
because of all the overlap on what your recommendations are,
right?
that's the total that got recommended out of the overall pool,
Mhm.
if that makes sense.
But
And
that
so
wasn't
some
the
of them
top
have
10.
more votes than others, or more recommendations than others. And so if y'all wanted to go with the number of votes per application, we can go that route.
I'd just like to see the 10 that got the most votes
Yeah.
up to the 300,000
Okay.
available.
That's right.
Okay.
That's what that's what, and again, I talked with Brendan again yesterday, and the way, what he explained to me, that, say, Tyner's Restaurant, if Tyner's Restaurant got 3 votes, it would just show up as the one,
Okay.
not in the top.
So I've got Ms.
I
Jackson
like
back
to
here.
more so
Um,
identify the ones with the needs
That's what I was
in our
doing.
district more so than the votes, because I mean, you got people here, and I know it's some real needs in my district, and I'm not afraid to say that, and then there's some real needs in other districts. I think we need to target some of those people.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's why, I mean, so
That's
what
what I thought we were
we
doing.
want to see
That's
today
exactly what I
is
did.
And then I'm fair with around
is
the board.
the
but
ones
still
that
want-
are up to the 300,000.
I looked at the ones that had the most need.
The only thing though that operations could focus on was what was submitted by
Right.
5, 6, and 7.
We did get
And then,
One-
Mr. Tyner and Mr. Lanier asked every council member to participate, so
We
they
got-
only
we got
have
3
5,
You-
6, and 7.
No, you got everybody.
we got every
You're-
district.
We all participated
You
before
didn't
today.
turn yours in, did you?
We've all
Mhm.
participated.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
I
did.
sent
When
mine
did
in.
y'all put that in?
I sent mine in yesterday morning.
Yesterday.
Okay.
Cause everybody, I think,
Yes, it
everybody
is.
sent
Mine's-
it in.
it's on here.
it is
So we've all participated.
Then I apologize, that was as of Friday.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. As of Friday, you were
I just-
correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just.
So we have gotten,
But we had a little clarification on exactly, again, what everybody needed to do, and everybody
You
did.
took off.
so with that information, Ms. Jackson has been doing our calculations over in that corner. And so we have the votes up, the tally marks, for the votes goes, let's see. Without, so is this Price is Right, the most amount without going over?
Well, this is where you are for the projects that all received more than one recommendation from the 7 counselors. Every other project either got 0 or only 1, so I think you guys, if you want to award funds to a project that only received 1 recommendation, you're gonna have to sort through that tiebreaker, so to speak, or else probably not award beyond the ones that.
Can we go ahead and award for those?
Do you want me to share
No,
the
let's share-
ones?
let's share what you
Okay.
got.
Yeah, now it's
So
ready.
the, we're going up to.
Catch.
Okay, so the ones that received more than 2 votes, Skyland Antique Mall Center, Spades Restaurant and Lounge. If you want to mark these on your sheets, that might be helpful if we have to go back. Thomas Rib Shack, Catch a Taste West, Central Mesa, Trademark Automotive, Ed Singley LLC, Ivory Dynasty by Colage, The Charm District, Black Warrior Brewing Company, College Park, Abrams Corner, Alcove International Tavern, and Catch 22. So that totals,
Do those add up to 300 grand?
No, they're a little bit less than that. Liz, your version is in a slightly different order than mine, and I just want to make sure that this actually
You have
maps.
South Connection on yours too.
Oh, no, I said I had South Connection.
I have South Connection. yeah.
So we had 3 with style connections. That was
I know I
3
put
votes
that on
right there, so that should have been
Yeah.
on 3.
When you call those, out again?
I know for a fact that was on there.
Skyland Antique Mall Center,
Mhm.
Spades Restaurant and Lounge,
Mhm.
Thomas Rib Shack, Catch a Taste West,
Mhm.
Central Mesa, Trademark Automotive, Ed Singley LLC, Ivory Dynasty by Colage, The Charm District, Black Warrior Brewing, College Park, Abrams Corner, Alcove International Tavern, Catch 22, that one has 2,
Give me 1 second.
that one's 2.
Yes,
Yes.
you're right.
My apologies, and Style Connections does have 2 votes.
Style
Okay.
Connection.
Yeah, 3.
And
Yeah,
that brings
3.
you to 282,456.
So it's short of 300.
That's right.
Okay, pick more.
That's good.
So we can
Yeah.
add,
Yeah, 'cause
so who
So
was,
the rest of them only had 1 or 0 votes. And so-
but what Ms. Busby saying is 282 now?
Yep.
So what was the next one up that would take it to
What she's
300?
saying is, all the remaining ones are tied.
Oh, I
They have-
got you.
They have 1 or 0 votes.
So can we do the same, use the same process for
In
those?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that at this point, those 10, or wasn't 10, how many was it? Well, however many.
Stop
Those
connections in there.
that won the initial round received the 282,000 available out of the 300.
Second.
And we can come back and have food fight more
Yeah.
for later. There's a motion and a
You got a
second.
motion
That's
and a,
15 total businesses.
we got a motion
Yeah.
and a second, and again, that motion is for the businesses that you called out, right?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And you got all that? You gonna say them one more time?
And the total 282,000.
282,000?
That is correct.
Yeah, if you'll say it one more time slow,
Yeah, say it slower, because, all
'cause I'm trying to find them on here.
right,
And then I will say that we do have several business owners present today, and so we've invited them, or they were aware of the meeting. And so if you have any questions for the remaining ones, if you wanted to talk to them while they're here, they might be interested and willing to, if you have any questions.
all right.
So
go
the,
back through
the
it again.
15 businesses that had more than 2 votes or more. Skyland Antique Mall Center,
Mhm,
Spades Restaurant and Lounge,
mhm,
Thomas Rib Shack,
mhm.
Catch a Taste
Whoa, whoa,
West.
whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry,
It's 23.
Thomas Rib, okay. And then
30.
what was after Thomas Rib?
Catch a Taste
Catch a
West.
Taste West,
Uh-huh.
Central Mesa,
Mhm.
Trademark Automotive, Ed Singley LLC, Ivory Dynasty by Colodge,
Ivory.
The Charm District, Black Warrior Brewing Company, College Park, Abrams Corner, Alcove International Tavern, Catch 22, Style Connections Unlimited.
Okay, so I'm not on this committee, but I like what Mr. Busby said, so we can approve those.
Recommend
And
those
then we'll
out.
come,
Yes.
then we'll kind of revote on what's left to get it to 300,000. Does that sound good?
282, right, for all of that?
282
There's a motion and a
out the
second
door.
on the table. I'll ask all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, council. And for the record, the next step will be the public notice, the advertisement for legal, so that is come.
Yeah, well, one thing we gotta do is determine whether or not we can put these all in one hearing, or we gotta separate them all out for
So that was
publication
15,
purposes.
So we got, it's 18 left.
15.
Do what, Tom?
It's 282, right?
We have to determine whether or not we can put these
Yeah,
all
so
in
we have
1772 publication, or
So
whether we
we'll
have to
get together
separate them out.
and everybody
okay.
can vote again. on
But
the
that's
one
separate
left.
from this, right?
That's separate,
That's
that's
just
just legal
office
office.
Determination on 772, check.
Yes, sir, we'll get together with Scott, but, you know, we have to
For-
set for a hearing.
the-
We have to set for a hearing.
772 is the economic development clause that allows us to put this money out to private business. That's what he's talking about.
And it has to be published a week ahead of time before the next hearing, before we do that.
And what's remaining on that list are those that had 1 vote or 0, check. And y'all have the 1 votes isolated, so that's the next batch we can tackle,
Yes.
correct?
And if you
I can
could
share that with
could
you.
you get those to all of us? The
Absolutely.
one that has the 1 vote, then we'll
I
decide
can do
from
that this
there.
afternoon.
Okay.
And there's
We've got $18,000 left.
Yeah,
It's, to be technical, 17,545 left.
okay.
The accountant.
To be.
That's good.
And how do y'all, are y'all just gonna receive those via email? How do y'all wanna have that next round of discussions?
Just
This-
send them via
Email's
email and
fine.
ask everybody to vote again.
And you know,
And to go back on to projects.
Yeah, just bring it back next week.
1 week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Do you only want to receive a list of the ones that are at or under that dollar amount?
good. Is that good? Yeah. Well, that's what I.
Wouldn't want them over there. If it's a little over,
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
decide, yeah.
fine.
I would just
That makes
send it
We're,
all
we're not
to
going
us.
quantum amounts
Yeah.
over, but
Send it to us.
$17.80 is not that bad.
Send it all to us and then we'll
Send the
see.
entire list.
No, just the ones in
The remaining.
the remains, what's left.
I'm sorry, the entire list that's left,
That's
no
left.
matter the dollar amount.
Yes, and let everybody vote. And then let's see what we got.
I think so.
Thank you, council.
Thank you, Liz. I know it was a lot
Thank
of
y'all.
work, and Katie Beth, and
I appreciate y'all.
and Brendan too for your patience.
Absolutely. All right. Item number 1 is done. All right, item number 2, under new business, approval of professional services agreement with Duncan Coker for the Jack Warner Parkway, Alabama 297 intersection improvements project. The total is $36,060. Brett?
Hey, good afternoon. Like stated, this is for an improvement project at the Bryant Bridge, Jack Warner Parkway intersection. This is sort of the preliminary design feasibility phase of this project with Duncan Coker. Kind of give you all some parameters of where we're at. So we're kind of over there towards AL 297, which is the Bryant Bridge and Jack Warner Parkway near Newport. We're looking at the feasibility of adding a westbound acceleration lane off of the bridge, as well as a northbound left turn lane onto the bridge. We're looking to extend that. This 36,000 would cover the traffic study, working with AlDOT, preliminary cost estimate.
Questions?
I have a quick one. How do they plan on dealing with, I can't see the road, but it's just above the turn lane and it crosses on Jack Warner going westbound. You have that road that comes down.
Yeah,
How do you deal with that with an acceleration lane?
that's going to be kind of difficult, and that's what we're going to have to coordinate with AlDOT and see what we can do there. I know it is a small turn, but I don't know that we can even move it or change it.
Is there another ingress or egress out besides, I know cul-de-sacs on the east end. Is there another entranceway out to Jack Warner besides that entry road there?
I believe there is, but
Don't worry about it. We'll wait till, I was just looking at it and
yeah,
seeing that most days. I was just curious.
absolutely.
Questions for Brett? Good question, Walt. Hearing no questions, can I have a motion to approve?
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item number 2 is approved. Item number 3 is approval of a minor public works contract with Alabama Pro Wash for cleaning of the Ridgeland water tank. Total is $3,200. Kimberly, welcome.
Hello, so this is just to clean the exterior of the Ridgeland water tank. You can see a picture of where it is and what it looks like right now. This particular tank, because of the location of the trees, it gets streaked really quick. So this is just, it's $3,200 within the Ed Love operations budget, and Plot Plant's operations budget to clean the exterior facade to get it looking good again. And it's with Alabama Pro Wash.
Motion.
Second.
Motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Item number 3 is approved. Item number 4 is approval of a minor public works contract with Apex Civil Construction for replacement of 2 large raw water meters. The total is $9,200. Kimberly?
These 2 meters are raw, they're large raw water meters that are on the Newport site, and this is where they pull raw water for processed water. So they pull from us instead of like out of the river. And so this is to replace those 2 meters just due to age.
Questions?
Where's the money coming from?
Oh, I'm sorry, this is coming from Fletcher's operations budget.
Motion.
Second.
Motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item number 4 is approved. Item number 5 is approval. Change order number 1 with Apex Civil Construction for the 601 Greensboro Avenue Water Vault. The total is $71,656.50.
So when we got under construction with this particular project and we've got sidewalk dug up, an additional underground vault was discovered that we did not realize was there. If you recall, when Brian presented this project originally, these are vaults that were there way back when, and we've used them to run water and sewer lines through them, or different other infrastructures ran in these vaults. So as we got in there, we realized that if we only worked on this one vault, it was going to be impacting the structural integrity of the sidewalk in that area. So Brian has this labeled as a surprise vault that we were not aware was there. So this is a change order to address that vault, which also corrects the structural stability of the sidewalk if we were to remove what is there.
Kimberly, was the found vault performing any function?
No.
It's just a big hole.
Yes. No
So,
current function now. But because
what?
it serves no current function now.
So are we just gonna plug it?
So, no, we're gonna repair the structural integrity of it that we're impacting because we're doing work on the other vault that's beside it. So there's no structural issues with it now, but because of the work that we're doing on the vault that's beside it, that's where we're impacting the structural integrity of this one, and so we need to repair both of them while we're there.
Were these original to the sidewalk?
Well, the original
This
to
is,
the
this is
building-
when that was the skyscraper on the dirt road.
Yeah. 100 years old, 120 years old?
Is Mr.
Older than you.
Will Mr. Gurney be coming back to the committee to explain to us how he missed this in his presentation?
Don't have pictures, John.
Hopefully, is he paying attention? I'm sure he's off this
It's on
weekend.
spring
He is
break.
off this
So maybe he'll watch this.
Yeah.
So he will, I'd like for him to come back to the committee and give us an explanation of how
Well, I
he
mean,
missed
it was
that.
missed just because we didn't know it was there until we started digging
Oh.
into the wall.
Oh, but I,
Yeah,
Kimberly,
but that's-
don't make excuses for him.
He's actually gonna come back and give it in Latin.
Hopefully he's learning that this week. I hope so.
I wanna talk to the guy that put it there.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve in a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Item number 5 is approved. Item number 6 is approval of the 2024 Municipal Water Pollution Prevention Report Summary for the Hillard Fletcher Water Resource Recovery Facility. Kimberly.
This
words.
is the annual report that we do every year, and it's basically just, it scores and grades all the different things that we publicly have to put on our Apex website. It's kind of like the CCR that we do for the water side of it, so this is just for the wastewater side of it. You get scores and stuff every year, and it has to come through council, for approval, and it's due annually by May 31st. This year's score was 240. Last year's score was 203. So we did increase this year, but it was just due to the SSOs that they categorize them based on wet weather versus non-wet weather. So even though our SSOs were down, the fact that they were wet weather ones increases the score a little bit. And then also we increased the score just because the age of the plant got another year older. So we've
That
been.
goes to the state, right, to ADM, right?
Yes. Mhm.
Where is the report?
I mean, I have the report. It's probably not in your packet, but it's lots of pages to the report.
Could you get me a copy?
I sure can.
please?
So
Motion, second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item number 6 is approved. Item number 7.
Would you all like a copy of the report?
Yes, why don't you just email it to us,
Okay.
please? Authorization to rescind the contract with Tent World and authorization to enter into a minor public works contract with Dark Matter Window Tent. The total is $2,950. Tim?
Thank you, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
The funding source for this remains the same. It's still River District Fund, AMP repairs and supplies. There's no change to the amount. We were notified by the original vendor, brought this projects in January. We were notified by the original vendor that they were not going to be able to acquire the materials to perform this work. And so we've sought an alternate vendor who gave us the same price.
Motion.
Second. Got a motion, and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item number 7 is approved. Item number 8, approval of the minor public works contract with Building Specialties to furnish and install doors, frames, and locks at the Fletcher Water Resource Recovery Facility. The total is $26,361.20. Scott, welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. So this is over at the North Blower Building. There's multiple doors. I think there's 13 doors that got damaged, hinges, frames, and material in general. And this will have also new hardware and rekey also.
And where's money coming from, Scott?
This will be the water sewer facility renewal.
Questions?
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say
Aye.
Aye. Item number 8 is approved. Item number 9 is approval of a minor public works contract with American Fence Company to furnish and install a gate operator system at the Fletcher Water Resource Recovery Facility. Total is $6,800. Scott?
Okay, so this is be on the northeast side. It's just a regular gate right now that just rolls back and forth. So we're putting an opening on there to improve security. It'll also, with the card swaps, will monitor who comes in and out throughout the day. And it would be through the water sewer security upgrades.
Questions?
Motion.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item number 9 is approved. Item number 10 is approval of a minor public works contract with Taylor Electric to furnish power service for the new gate system at the Fletcher Water Resource Recovery Facility. The total is $11,577.50. Scott?
Okay, so this would be a 200 amp service that was installed over at the impound lot right beside where the new gate's going. So we have to put a new service all together, and then run it to the gate itself.
Questions?
Motion.
Second.
The motion is second on the table. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Y'all need some help making the motion.
Item number 10 is approved. Is there any other business to be brought before this committee today? Our next meeting of our Public Projects Committee will be next Tuesday, March the 18th. Hearing no new business, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.